This is a Zeiss upright Axioskop 2 inverted fluorescence microscope. It's the MOT Motorized version. We've configured this particular model with DIC, as well as it's going to have bright field normally, and then it's going to have the fluorescence. We're showing it with a camera. You'll have to look at the ads to see if the camera is actually included. We can include whatever type of camera you may need. And we're showing a C-mount to adapt the camera to the head. This particular head is an ergonomic head. You can adjust it depending on the height needs of the user. And you've also got the interpupillary distance. And don't forget the diopter adjustments. The diopter adjustments will help. You get one eye in focus, and then you adjust the other eye to get in focus with this. So you're going to close off one eye, get everything in focus with your focusing it down below. Then you're going to do a fine focusing just with this diopter on the other eye. This head also is a two-position version. Pull it out, 100% of the light to the camera. Push it in, 100% of the light to the eyepieces. So we call this the trinocular head. We've got our filter cubes. You just pull this out to access them. We can configure this with whatever filter cubes you may need, so just let us know. We can provide brand new chroma cubes as well. We've got the markings on the front for what cube is inside. Like cube number 3 would be DAPI. So you would just turn it to number 3. We've got the DIC prisms on the 40, 20, and 100x objectives. We've got a motorized condenser. Here's the cord for it. Motorized substage condenser. You press these buttons to change. This button changes or engages and disengages the top front lens. You've got an iris diaphragm. You've got a selector button to change between your different prisms and going from bright field. I think there's a Darkfield setting on here too. This is a motorized focus, so when you turn the knob, you have a harmonic balance system inside that is controlling your up and down movement of your stage. You've also got your buttons for your settings on your stage to lower the stage, to load objectives or load specimen, and then you hit another button to raise it back up to where the last position was. And you've got your halogen light button, or your up and down illuminator at the back. This is going to switch between them. So you can use this also as a shutter to cut off your Mercury light. This cord is for the Mercury lamp housing. It connects to the very back of the Auto Arc 2, right here. This Auto Arc 2 is nice because you can adjust the intensity of your HBO 100 watt bulb. with this keypad. You can raise and lower it. You can have a preset 50-50 or 50% intensity if you're raising and lowering it. You've got a 100% button, you could hit it and it goes 100% of the light, 100% of the light intensity. This is all computer connected. This can be connected up to the PC running Zeiss Axiovision, and that can control this microscope. We can adjust the different settings on the focusing as well as the condenser. You've got an RS-232 port at the back for the computer connection. You've also got the light manager setting at the back, so you can adjust the light. You've got a memory inside, and this microscope will remember what light intensity settings for each of the objectives, and you would use this button to set it. You need to read the manual for that. We can send you a link for the manual. You've got a 3200K button on this side. This is for the halogen light. It's a preset button. You hit it once and it takes a certain voltage that will give you the exact 3200K color temperature off of this halogen. And you have the viewing aid. This is for centering the bulb, centering the Mercury bulb inside. And you're going to use a 3mm hex for centering the bulb. These are the knobs inside. You just rotate them. You look into your viewing aid, and you can also do some fine-tuning with the collector lens. And then make sure that you've got bright, even, and uniform fluorescence illumination on your field of view. This particular halogen has some adjustments on it as well, so you can get the bulb centered. And we have field stop and aperture stops. They're diaphragms internal to this Mercury illumination, and they both have centering knobs. You're going to take a 3mm. You got your filter holder, and it also can be used as a shutter. Push it all the way in and it blocks the light 100%. You don't want your light on your specimen any more than you have to, because it'll photo bleach the specimen as well as phototoxicity to the cells. But you can also control, like we talked about, the intensity on the auto art. This is a good microscope. Everything works on it really well. We've tested it out completely. DIC gives a really good relief contrast image. There are some neutral density filters for the bright field here at the bottom. 1.5, 6, and 25. This would be like 25% intensity for the bright field. You've also got a frosted filter setting in the back. You're gonna want that frosted filter in to diffuse your halogen light, so the filament of the bulb is invisible. Be sure to always set the color illumination. You're going to do that by, you can raise and lower your condenser with this condenser racking knob. You're going to want that right at the point where The condenser iris diaphragm, no, the field iris diaphragm is in focus. When you're looking into the eyepieces, when you have about a 10 power objective in place, you raise and lower the condenser just to that point that this luminous field iris diaphragm is in focus, sharp focus. Then you're going to want to pull that back, open it up, open up the field of view. But before you open it all the way up, you want to center it, center that field iris diaphragm using these two centering screws. These centering screws center the condenser, the light condenser. And that's it. If you have any questions about this microscope, please contact us. Thank you.